Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through, where is it? Here it is. Mad Magazine number 202, released October 1978. Cover price, 75 cents, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, I have a question for you. Did you happen to see the Halloween Spooktacular? If you have not, check it out in the link below. This can wait. We flipped through, Kyle Bridget and I flipped through the latest issue of Mad Magazine. We had one special guest on the docket, and a whole different one, a very unexpected guest hopped on, and it was so much fun. It was one of the funnest live streams I've done, and it was so much fun putting it together. So please, check it out. Really, I'm very proud of it. That's really what I have to say. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you. I really do appreciate that. And if you have not yet, I hope you will. If you want to support me on Patreon, patreon.com/flippinthrough, you can get a beautiful set of stickers. The stickers on display right here. Boom, 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 boom. Support me at any level, and you get those. I send them out mighty quick. These are the people who do support me on Patreon, and I sure do appreciate it. David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. So with that, all that stuff out of the way, let's get back to Mad number 202. Where am I? Here I am. Mad Magazine number 202. This is kind of a weird issue. Not in general, just this physical issue, because this is the Canadian version. So it's in French. So it's in, those Quebecois. So they can apparently read it. They need to... They need the price in French. Nothing else is translated, only the price. I'm sure there's some rule about that in Canada. But I think otherwise it's the exact same issue. It's not like other foreign issues where they have their own editorial board. This is just has a different cover and was shipped over. So it's the only version of it I own, only version of it I care to own, to be honest. I was very excited to get this, though, because longtime viewers of this show know that this is like the first cover that I really remember. But it wasn't this issue. The issue that I really remember this from is the super special it was used on, which, to be honest, I don't know. I can't recall. Some of you mad geniuses out there probably could tell me. But it's a Jack Rickard cover, and I absolutely love this visual gag. The visual gags are always what get me. That's the thing I really loved about Norman Mingo, and it's what I get here with, as a kid, it took me a second to realize that this means he was walking around with his ass and wiener just hanging out. But it's just, I don't know. It's just so funny. I absolutely love it. Here we have, they still, at this point, 1978, they were doing the gags on the barcodes. And so the gags on the barcodes are just, they had to, that was a requirement in the 1970s. Everything had to have a barcode now, and they were pissed about it. The first issue, I think they had something like this, and they were complaining about having to deface their cover with that barcode. Was there, I wonder, there must have been a rule about it being on the cover versus just on the back cover. So anyway, exclusive new ballistic test proves Booth did not shoot Lincoln. There you go. It would have been funnier if it was a JFK joke. Let's get right into this. If you want to flip along with me, I forgot to do this last time. madcoversite.com. I have a link for this issue in the description. Sometimes I gloss over things. Sometimes I just rip by them. Sometimes I speak illegibly. Not illegibly. I speak in a way that's hard to understand, and so you might want to know what it was, and follow that link, and you can flip along with me. Here's the, just for the record, Making Out. I think I have this one. I think I have the record. I don't know if I have this super special, though. The super specials are like slow. I'm slow to get them. Here we have the vital features. Somebody had asked me if I would go into depth with the marginals. If I would, when I spot them, kind of zoom in with my fancy new camera. And it was Rod Mead Sperry, I think. It was Rod Mead Sperry. I believe that's who asked. And yes, if I come across them, I'll come across them. The problem is, will I notice them? Am I observant enough to pick up on them? Okay, here we go. Jack Davis. Comatose, to Mad Movie Satire. Mort Drucker. This is Jack Davis. I can tell because of the eyes. This is Paul Peter Porges. And if I said the name out of order, doesn't matter. Still counts, okay? Candid snapshots of historical celebrities. The lighter side, obviously Dave Berg. This, Resort Owners Supply Catalog. This is, I'm almost certain, Bob Clark. Lust Boat, a Mad. I think this is going to be a double dose of Mort Drucker. All right, so lock in your answers and let me know. Let's zoom out. I think I might have the funds for that remote zoomer. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, look at this. All right, I'm kind of scanning right now looking for something. All right. Okay. Ooh, Congressional Madness. Let's go there. Congressional Madness. For a long time, I've been wondering where Congress got its bright ideas. Now I know. They read Mad Magazine. Remember the seatbelt interlock you proposed in 1964? Quote, seatbelt buckle wired to the ignition system so that the car can't be started without fastening the seatbelt, unquote. That's where some congressman dug up the idea. Recently. Well, that's not... What the heck? I'm sure you received lots of irate mail on Stan Hart's reference in Close Encounters satire to this little airport in Indianapolis where they've got maybe 7 takeoffs and landings a week. As you mad guys know, after 20 years of working with me, hell hath no fury like a Hoosier scorned. Besides, I just got to take umbrage because Weir Cook Airport at Indianapolis is named after a distant relative who just happened to spell his name the other way. And on top of that, you can tell Hart that the field has at least 7 landings a day. 6 to Daytona and 1 to Terre Haute. Tom Koch, Santa Monica, California. Wait. Tom... I just put this together. He wrote into his own magazine. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. I like little stuff like that. This is why the letters department is so important. All right. So for those of you who don't like this, with respect, you're wrong. Tell Coker and Hart that the odds are 5-2 that just as you settle down to watch a football game you've waited 3 weeks to see, company arrives. It's 3-1 the next time you go to the bank, you get behind a candy store owner with a shopping bag full of pennies. Okay. You know what, guys? Maybe that wasn't the best letters department, but that's okay. Mad blows the cover off. The 5th Mad Spy vs. Spy. I think there's only 6 of them. I could be misremembering. Artist. Mort Drucker. 1 for 1. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Comatose. This is my guess. My guess is nobody remembers this movie. We'll see. I don't know. I sure as shoot don't know it. Don't remember it. But I wasn't even a twinkle in my father's eye at this point, as they say. But these are very fun. There are a lot of like racial stereotypes in here. That's not what I'm laughing at. But look at all these characters. I love it. Look at this guy. Look at this gal with that little wink. That's what it looks like when I wink. It was kind of interesting to talk with Noah Van Sciver and Kyle Bridget about these, because as a comic book reader, like, I think what irritates me is that I try to read these as I would a comic book, and that's not what they are. I don't like them, but I wonder now if the reason I don't like them is because I'm coming in with incorrect expectations. I love this image. Look at that. That's beauteous. Is this like, I wonder, is this like they're all those movies at the time, like these like weird situational disaster movies like Airport or the Poseidon Adventure or the Towering Inferno? Was that like this? Is this like those? This medical one, and it was just all in this hospital where everything seemed to be going poorly. Here we have, whoa. Oh, writer. Some imaginative mad suggestions for recycling. Your throwaways. Artist Al Jaffe. Writer Paul Peter Porges. At first I thought, artist Paul Peter Porges, and I was like, that's not possible. This is quite fun. This is one I don't really remember. Of course, like his all those inventions ones I remember quite well, but empty toothpaste tube tops can be used as cleats to convert an old pair of sneakers into track shoes. Ultra Blight, crust, clam up, maim, glitch too. Like this sort of thing. I mean, he must. He's really a clever man, isn't he? Look at this. I wonder if he did this and then drew it, because it is such like a great drawing of it. Empty matchbook cover with small notch cutout will convert into a toothbrush holder. Oh, is this like for picking stuff out of your teeth? This is, what's the modern equivalent of that? They have, they have like the toothbrushes now have like rubber things on the back for you to like massage your tongue or something. I don't know what it's for. It seems so stupid. Empty egg carton can be used as contact lens holder for a large family. There's probably, I guess I'm discovering the reason why I did not know this one as I do, or I'm not as familiar with this one as I am with all of the other great invention ones. It's not that great. Cardboard tube from finished roll of toilet paper. Oh my God. A cardboard tube from finished roll of toilet paper makes an elegant bud vase for sedan car. Oh my goodness. I do really like his art style in these especially. Empty TV dinner trays, great for aluminum siding. Well, I guess that was back in the day where you wouldn't nuke them. They would be aluminum trays and you would put them in the oven. I wonder if they tasted better back then. Oh, I like this one. Ice cream sticks can be cut for proper lengths to replacing those lost collar stays. That might actually work. Might be too thick though. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Obsolete training bra used by young Jewish American princess turns into matching yarmulke for her wedding. That's sweet. Wait, it's like her mom and dad wearing them. Oh my God. That's slightly more disturbing. Here we have Make the Little Brat. No, I'm going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read this intro too. I always read the title and then the intro, and then I have to read the thing again. Here's another in our tedious series of special interest magazines. Better read it if your parents are planning to send you to camp this year. And you're planning to return home after the summer alive. Come to think of it, maybe read it if your parents aren't planning to send you to camp this year. Maybe it'll convince you how smart their decision was, or how great being poor is. There are benefits to being poor. I'm trying to explain that to my children right now. Not in those words, though, of course. Make the Little Brats Cry, Uncle, the magazine for camp counselors. Artist Jack Davis. Oh, look at that. 2 for 2, right? That's 2 for 2. Excellent. Unstoppable. The unstoppable Patrick. The sexual exploits of 10 counselors, which probably never even happened. 6 ways you can survive that yucky camp food. Is there anything in it? Oh, excellent. Good. Record 50-foot lanyard made by camper. Larry Schmiegel, a junior camper at Camp Burnett, has made a 50-foot lanyard and is still working at it. Asked why his lanyard is so long, Larry answers, "My arts and crafts counselor just doesn't know how to finish off a lanyard." Uncle Harry Goneff, arts and crafts counselor at Camp Burnett, reports, "That may be true, but just 20 more feet and Larry and his lanyard get into the Guinness Book of Records." Ooh. Camp Mendacious awards make everyone happy. Smart Uncle Hesh, head counselor at Camp Mendacious, makes sure that every camper gets an award so he'll want to come back next season. Here we see Hesh at the award ceremonies, giving the Blue Ribbon Award for breathing to Alan Mortimer, who also received special mention for finishing second behind Frank Finkel for the left-hand, right-hand award bestowed on the camper who has made the greatest strides during the summer, learning to tell which hand is which. I have a little friend here. Hold on. Hey, girls, I'm recording right now, okay? So go back upstairs, all right? Okay, thank you. All right. Nurse Ava Braun gives thoughts on preventative medicine at camp. Camp Yishkadal's pride and joy, Nurse Ava Braun has come up with one surefire way to prevent campers from getting sick. It's really quite simple. Stay out of the infirmary is her advice. Everyone here is coughing and sneezing, and the place is nauseating. Kids will get over whatever they've got just by keeping away. Nurse Braun may not have the best health record among camp nurses, but she has the best-looking nails of anyone in the mountains. I hear her favorite prescription is Zyklon B. Camp Counselor of the Year. We'll just keep moving along on this. And holy smokes, this is a long, long thing. This is dense. The Inquiring Camp Photographer. Look at this. I love these, though. Gosh, he was such a good artist. Here we have a mad look at some unfinished sentences. Artist Bob Clark. Writer John Caldwell? We were just talking about John Caldwell is so awesome. I did not know he's been there since the 70s. Holy smokes. John Caldwell. Why did I always assume John Caldwell, like in the 90s? I always assumed he was like a young dude, you know? Look at this, though. Billy, your mother and I feel it's time we wrap. You in the head. Knock some sense into your thick skull. Look at this kid with this smoke, the heater hanging out of his mouth. Listen, I could drink 3 quarts of vodka, and I wouldn't affect me any more than drinking 3 quarts of soda pop would affect a chronic diabetic. Elizabeth, you certainly are looking well over 30. I really like this. Look at that, like, composition. This looks so cool. I could have settled for a cheap system, but I believe quality is much more important than admitting you paid too damn much for something. Yeah, audiophiles are weird, man. No offense if there's any audiophiles in the audience, but you're weird. Gloria, I don't think any man has ever been served a meal quite like this and survived. Yeah, that's fun. All right, here we go. Candid snapshots of historical celebrities. Hey, what's the difference between historic and historical? Something, I guess a thing would be historic, and it's a historical would be pertaining to something historic. Anyway, so a historical celebrity would be a celebrity who was around a historic moment. That's my guess. Good-natured horseplay during Napoleon's retreat. This is artist and writer Paul Peter Porges. 3 for 3. Did you ever doubt me? Don't ever doubt me. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. Pavlov with a non-salivating dog. Attila the Hun recruiting half his horde. Ivan the Terrible as a child. Betsy Ross and some of her other flags. Low-flying arrows. Mr. Reuters trying to catch a late news bulletin. And Baron von Richthofen working at his desk. That, I'm guessing that's a World War I reference. Good job, Mad Magazine. Wait, I guess I can't rag on them for not being like, it's a historical references. Well, I can't rag it. That's unfair of me. One morning in Latin America. Let's get going. It's after 8 o'clock. Sorry, I'm not finished yet. Ready, aim. The lighter side of overreacting. Not today, Berg. Okay? Not today. Oh, I just realized. Here's a marginal. Here, I'll zoom in on this one. That's what I should do is I should look for the marginals in those areas. Look at that one. That's beautiful. Oh, look, I'm getting some kind of moire effect. Moire effect? I wonder, are there any more marginals in? Yeah, here they are. Yeah, let's check them out. This is pretty good. This is worth it, I think. This is a good use of Dave Berg, lighter side of stuff. Yeah, man. I like this. And look at it. I mean, it's on my end, it's legible. So I think that I should be able to. Oh, that's so funny. Sneezed when he was blowing glass. All right. So hopefully I can remember as we go on. Bubblegum cards that reveal the real human side of athletes. I have more than one. I have a few baseball cards or sports cards, but they're ones that I am very amused by, like Bill Ripken's card. I really love because it says the F word on it. Seymour Muldoon, nicknamed Fox, infielder for the Angels, the boozer and carouser who breaks curfew whenever possible. Muldoon plays his third base position close to the line, giving him a sharper view of the better-looking women in the stands. A determined fielder, he never gives up on a foul ball, often plunging into the box seats to grab the ball and anything else he can put his hands around. This resulted in his being slapped with a paternity suit after a game in Chicago in which he landed on a blonde in the fifth inning. Angels manager Emil Culpepper says Muldoon plays well for a man with a 38-year-old body. The only problem is he's 22. Here we have Renfrew Swill. Gamey gets his nickname not from his love of the game, but from his dislike of bathing. Because of his aroma, he's given a lot of room in the batter's box by both catchers and umpires. Like many ball players, Swill is superstitious. During his famed 33-game hit streak in '75, he refused to change his T-shirt until the streak ended. This happened August 15th, when the smell of the shirt had become so strong it was polluting Riverfront Stadium. The opposing pitcher beaned Swill in the first inning, ending the streak and winning the cheers of everyone in the ballpark. The shirt was sent to the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, where it was burned. Swill has played for 23 different clubs, each of which has unloaded him on the very first opportunity. I like these illustrations of all these characters, though. One afternoon at the beach. This is not realistic. Sorry to be the one to break it to you guys. American Recreation and Resort Facilities Incorporated Wholesale Supply Catalog. Artist, Bob Clark. Called it. I'm 5 for 5 right now. Only one more left. This is my game to lose. You know what I don't like? Some of these, I think I've talked about how like Paul Coker works better small or confined. I think it's almost the opposite for Bob Clark. He needs room to breathe, and these illustrations are just too tiny. You're a genius but you're an idiot if. Artist Paul Coker Jr., writer Ed Danko. Let's see. Whoop. You'd be a genius if you invent an automobile engine that runs on water, but you're an idiot if you think the oil cartel will ever let you market it. You're a genius if you create a new, highly destructive nuclear weapon, but you're an idiot if you advocate using highly destructive nuclear weapons. You're a genius if you invent a method of transmitting pictures through the air. But you're an idiot if you sit around all day long watching too much television. You're a genius if you invent a device that records one TV program while you're watching another. But you're an idiot if you think today's TV programs are really worth going to all the trouble and expense. Yeah, that is true. You're a genius if it only... No, what's great, though? I love the access to old television that we have now. It's just pretty great. You're a genius if it only takes you 2 years to complete a 4-year course in ancient Babylonian astrology. But you're an idiot if you think you'll ever get a good job with a college degree in ancient Babylonian astrology. Here we go. The Gaines insert. You're a genius if you make $1 million publishing a trashy magazine, but you're an idiot if you waste your hard-earned money on that trashy magazine. Ain't that the truth? And here, I'm such a moron. I lost my game. It is not. It's not Mort Drucker. It was Angelo Torres. Why would I think he gets a double billing? Boy, oh boy. What a dope am I. I can't even appreciate this beautiful Angelo Torres art. I'm just so sick to my stomach. Here's the Mad fold in. But I can't even fold it in. Scenes we'd like to see. More fairy tale scenes we'd like to see. The Frog Prince, artist Don Martin, writer Sergio Aragones. Ooh, smooching frogs. That two-timing son of a gun. Anyway, guys, this was it. My favorite cover. One of my favorite. Not my favorite. Top 5 covers. Boy, I changed my mind quickly on that. This has been Mad Magazine number 202 that I just flipped through. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.